I here to tell about the adaptive management of cybercriminal maladaptive organizations in the offering that imperil the nation. So the abstract of these concept is the functioning of some of the university level institutions in the country turns maladaptive occasionally owing to mismanagement of academics, adding fuel to the fire and undesirable nexus between the academicians and the police is getting built. As a result, the classical academic environment gets badly affected. Even there are trivial errors targeted by management for nurturing sophisticated academics and the need of the hour to enlighten the public, particularly the students, to improve the receptive and to eliminate the elements in the organizational setting so that are the violate of the constitution. So for instance, or fake underground and cyber criminal government. So a case study of two organizational settings exclusive to RTI Act by shying away from the responsibilities of giving information as per act and pointing fingers to each other is presented by which by such an approach they tend to turn the organizations maladaptive. We have to devise a website based approach for guidance and counseling to the students and the staff in this scenario to recover from the maladaptive conditions. The details of the strategy are presented. So, the introduction part of this topic is a case study of multiple cybercrimes was presented in 1 to 7 in. So the sub inspector Mr. Raju was taken on chief examination. He counted thus. So based on these documents I have invested with the JNT authorities upon which the name of the accuser was elected. A responsible person for these is. However, the details will be investigated. JNTU authorities were not revealed in the examination. Further, the details of the interaction between the JNTU authorities and the Cyberabad police authorities were not recorded. And in India, most of the cybercrimes are committed by the educated person. So, cybercrimes are becoming a great threat to national integration. So, particularly in India, to deal with the cybercrimes, professional ethics, computer ethics, and cyber ethics, and case studies such as within the Indian society should be related. And education should also be of man making, character building, and nation building type in the footsteps of great luminaries such as Swami Vivekananda. In this regard, an awareness generation based on the ICT approaches should be taken up massively for inculcating a remedial national spirit by keeping guidelines and counseling in the web pages in publicizing the cybercrime remedial steps taken by the Indian government. Thus, national cognization impairment gets a remedy giving rise to real social progress. Social development makes an attempt to elicit qualitative changes within the structure and the framework of the society and that facilitate the society to higher understand aims and objectives. Development could be results uh, the essential mechanism driving social ad- amendment is increasing awareness resulting in higher organization. So once society senses new and higher opportunities for progress, it develops new sorts of organization to use these new openings with success. The new sorts of organization area unit higher able to harness the out of their social energies and skills and resources to use the opportunities to urge the main results. So there should be positive motives that drive the social amendment and the essential preconditions for that amendment to occur. So the motive should be powerful enough to beat obstructions that impede that amendment from occurring. Nowadays development needs resources corresponding to capital, ICT corresponding to in and supporting infrastructure. So, development is that the results of society capability to rearrange resources to satisfy challenges and opportunities. Society passes through well-defined stages at intervals, and the course of these development structure enhancements introduced to support the invocations can happen at identical time at four completely different levels: physical, social, mental, and physiological. Moreover, four different types of the resources are area unit involved in promoting development of these four. So physical resources area unit most visible but least capable of growth. The productivity of resources can increase hugely as a result of the standard of organization and level of information inputs rise. So the background of this topic is work earlier work highlighted a case study of multiple cybercrimes such as citizen and violation of state emblem of India Prevention of Improper Use Act 2005. The cybercrime website indicated nearly 2000 registrations, which is surprisingly large figure for a cybercriminal website. So the scenario gave rise to cyber forensic research and investigation. The initial complaint in the police station did not get registration. Upon continuous persuasion through RTI approach, etc., finally FIR was filed as a fresh complaint, but in vain. So the charge sheet was filed. Prosecution of proceedings in case of accused I was over. As a result, accused I was evicted. With this background in view, the present research works has been take up. Next, literature survey. So the organization J2H was affiliated to the online cheating government of Telangana and online seditious government of Telangana. It has been operational in J2H Hyderabad cyber counseling and guidance is crucial in generating public opinion, national integration, and academic development to remedy the flaws in handling the cybercrimes by organizational means such as police department and judiciary. So this is useful for organizing group activities at mass level in the right direction, whatever be the cause, race or relation or region, etc., in the right direction. Organized activities are undertaken only in a way that is not prejudicial to national interests such as national amity and national solidarity and national integration, national sovereignty, and in the right decision, organized activities are undertaken only in a way that is um, not prejudicial to national interests such as national amity, national interests, and so on, etc., in any manner. So the cybercrime is resolved by public opinion and generation analysis and right orientation of the same, adopting well-based web-based approach. So a web-based crawler tool for internet achieving of websites snapshots capture evidence of the usage of cheating and intelligence alternatives for countering cybercrime towards positive makeup of public opinion, national integration, and academic development. So the field of information and communication technologies has developed by leaps and bounds in the recent times. A goal of ICT to facilitate information transparency. However, information transparency is more challenging than achieved. So, and the motivation in the next chart sheet for case study was detailed. So, the conditions for RTI application are arose because of the delay in the proceedings of the case subsequent to the RTI application date. The cybercrime registrator ignored the sedition angle of the crime, so it was registered only much time after an earlier similar complaint was ignored for registration. The cybercrime gives the impression that the motto of the culprit organization is either regional separatism or national separatism, with nearly 2000 registrations involving many staff and students of the university geared up against law, and the order was evident from the culprit website. So the cyber criminal activity was rampant in JNTUH. The details of the registrations were not transparent to the public. So it was not known whether the foreign students were involved in the registrations and whether they had any role play in the overall issue. So the situation gave scope for doubts that the university authorities and the police worked exclusively to sidetrack the cybercrime issue. So thus conditions are favorably to frame the for RTI remedies. Analysis of organizational efficiency. So the response gave information related to the first topics. It indicated that the remaining topics were related to JNTH Act, and as the police department sent the document to PIO JNTUH, the registration JNTUH for responding with respect to information related to that, and but upon approaching the authority it was all in vain. Thus we did not get the response from either organization, Cyberpath police, JNTUH authorities. This led to the bizarre situation where in each organization authority pointed to the other but to not avail. Subsequent to the court hearing, some case information was collected from the police department with respect to case status. The information furnished by the police department it indicated that after the trial, the case ended in the acquittal. And the final conclusion is our work comprised of case study paper presentation with regard to how one can track the cybercrimes and cyber laws. The cyber criminal organization JNTH Jack is considered is a regard. In this regard, police registered an FIR. Two accused persons were mentioned in the charge sheet. Accused A1 was the sheet and that A2 was absenting the and the supplementary charge sheet will be filled. But after the acquittal of A1 and the charge sheet in respect of A2 was not filled, but the case was ended reported by the inspector of cybercrime scenario in which cybercrime is registered but no criminals were fixed. Given the situation, it is clear that the academic environment in JNTH is clubbed with massive cybercrime. So the experience reports indicates that there is no use of any cybercrime, cybersecurity subjects, and those mere studies of such subjects do not contribute to values in academic life of students and staff. People should be made sensitive to not abuse constitutional provisions and laws by inculcating the national spirit in them as well as the respect to fundamental values such as respect for the nation, for the laws of the land. The medical ICT approaches should be adopted towards this goal. We have used website as means for basic awareness with regard to values, national laws, constitution, and personal development. The response from the academic stakeholders to our web pages, guidance, and counseling is satisfying and encouraging and marked as smart and innovative by the feedback, and the government should take cognizance of the maladaptive makeup of JNTH in regard of the report.